Have you ever noticed how Japanese homes always seem fresh, clean, and odor-free? Even though most of them are half the size of what we call an apartment elsewhere? No fancy air purifiers, no overpowering air fresheners. Yet somehow, their homes smell like nothing. Just pure, quiet cleanliness. So what's their secret? Today, we're uncovering the surprising habits, design tricks, and cultural values that make Japanese homes smell clean all the time. Welcome back to the channel, where we explore the fascinating details of Japanese life and the little habits that make a big difference. If you've ever dreamed of having a home that smells effortlessly fresh, this video will show you exactly how the Japanese achieve it and how you can too. Let's step inside a typical Japanese home and breathe in the secret to their freshness. In Japan, cleanliness isn't just a routine, it's a reflection of the soul. From the earliest years of childhood, children are taught that a clean space mirrors a clean heart. It's not simply about wiping dust or scrubbing floors. It's about maintaining harmony between oneself and the environment. This idea comes from Shinto, Japan's native belief system, where purity is considered sacred and cleanliness is a form of spiritual respect. In Shinto shrines, worshippers rinse their hands and mouths before praying, symbolizing the cleansing of body and mind. Over centuries, this spiritual principle flowed seamlessly into everyday Japanese life. That's why every home, no matter how modern or traditional, begins with the jinkan, the small entrance space that separates the outside world from the inner sanctuary. Here, shoes are removed not just for hygiene, but as an unspoken act of respect. The soles that have touched train stations, wet streets, and city dust never cross into the home's heart. When a guest steps into a Japanese home, they slip off their shoes and step into indoor slippers, a quiet ritual that marks the shift from public life to private peace. It's a moment of transition, a pause between the noisy outside and the serene interior. This simple act, removing shoes, instantly cuts off a major source of odor. No street grime, no sweat, no lingering city smell ever makes it inside. The air remains fresh, untouched, and pure. It's one of those quiet Japanese habits that seems small, but speaks volumes about their deeper way of life. Because to the Japanese, a home isn't just a place to live. It's a space to cleanse the mind from the chaos of the world outside. Japanese homes are built to breathe. From the outside, they may look small and compact, but every window, every doorway, every vent is placed with quiet purpose. It's a design philosophy born from centuries of living in a land of shifting seasons. Humid summers, cold winters, and constant rain. Even in modern Tokyo apartments surrounded by steel and glass, architects preserve an ancient wisdom: air must flow freely. Windows are often aligned across opposite walls, creating what's called cross-ventilation, a natural path for air to move through the space. When the wind passes gently from one end of the home to the other, it carries away moisture, trapped heat, and any lingering smells. Nothing stale is allowed to linger. Every morning, you'll find many Japanese families performing a quiet ritual called kanki, on sheep, airing the home. Before breakfast, they slide open windows or balcony doors, even in the chill of winter. For 10 to 15 minutes, fresh air rushes in as sunlight peeks through the curtains. It's more than just ventilation, it's a spiritual reset. The old air of yesterday leaves, and a new day begins, fresh, crisp, and full of life. This simple act keeps humidity under control, which is crucial in Japan's damp climate. By allowing the air to circulate daily, mold can't grow, fabrics stay fresh, and walls don't trap musty odors. Even in tight spaces, this habit keeps every corner feeling light and alive. In a world obsessed with artificial air fresheners and electric purifiers, the Japanese trust the most natural purifier of all, the wind. To them, air is not just invisible, it's sacred. And when a home breathes, it reminds its people to do the same. Japan is a land of changing moods. Icy winters, warm springs, and long, heavy summers when the air itself feels damp to the touch. During the rainy season, called fu, humidity can soar above 80%. Clothes dry slowly, windows fog up, and in most countries, this would mean one thing: unpleasant odors. But step into a Japanese home, and you'll notice something remarkable. The air still feels crisp and clean. That's because the Japanese don't fight odors with perfumes or sprays. They prevent them quietly, cleverly, and consistently through moisture control. Hidden around the home are small guardians of freshness. Compact dehumidifiers hum softly in the corner, drawing water from the air like invisible sponges. In closets and shoe cabinets, small pouches of silica gel and bamboo charcoal quietly absorb excess dampness, keeping clothes and shoes dry and odor-free. Even in bathrooms, you might find natural charcoal blocks or ceramic air purifiers that work silently, hour after hour. Traditional homes take it a step further. They breathe through tatami mats, woven from natural rush grass that absorbs humidity when the air is heavy, then releases it when the air is dry. Wooden floors and paper sliding doors also help regulate the home's microclimate, keeping it balanced through every season. It's nature doing the housekeeping. Laundry, too, follows this logic. During humid months, many people dry their clothes indoors, using hanging racks near windows or balcony doors. It's not just convenience, it's strategy. By drying laundry where air circulates best, they prevent mildew and that telltale wet smell from ever taking hold. Everything about this system is subtle, yet effective. It's not about overpowering the senses, it's about respecting them. Because in Japan, a fresh home isn't one that smells like flowers or chemicals. It's one that smells like nothing at all. Control the humidity, and you control the air itself. That's the quiet science behind Japan's ever-fresh homes. Japanese homes are famously minimalist, but not for fashion or social media aesthetics. Their simplicity runs much deeper. It's a quiet philosophy shaped by centuries of living with less and finding more meaning in what remains. In Japan, clutter isn't just visual, it's energetic. Too many objects crowd the air, trap dust, and hold onto odors. A cluttered room feels heavy, even when it's clean. But when the space is open, light flows freely, air moves easily, and the home feels alive. To the Japanese, this isn't just design, it's harmony. Every object that enters a Japanese home must have purpose. Every surface has room to breathe. This sense of balance isn't about deprivation, it's about respect. Respect for space, for air, and for the invisible rhythm that connects the home to its occupants. That's why Japanese interiors often feature natural materials: warm wood, soft paper, cool bamboo, and breathable cotton. Unlike plastic or synthetic fabrics that trap odors and release chemical scents, these natural materials absorb and release air naturally. They age gracefully, picking up the subtle fragrance of the seasons rather than artificial ones. Even cleaning in Japan follows this same natural rhythm. Instead of chemical-heavy cleaners that mask odors and leave residue behind, the Japanese rely on timeless, gentle solutions: vinegar, baking soda, and pure soap. Each one cleans deeply but leaves no trace behind. Only the quiet scent of true cleanliness. This mindful approach creates a home where air feels light, not perfumed. A space where the scent of tatami, sunlight, and fresh laundry blend softly together. In Japan, the goal isn't to cover bad smells. It's to prevent them from ever existing. It's cleanliness born from intention. Minimalism not for style, but for serenity. Because when a home has room to breathe, the people inside it can breathe too. If there's one place where odors could easily linger, it's the kitchen. Japan's cuisine is full of bold aromas: grilled fish, soy sauce, fermented miso, and rich broths simmered for hours. Yet step inside a Japanese home, and you'll notice something remarkable. The kitchen smells clean, calm, and almost scentless. That's not by accident. It's by discipline. Cooking in Japan is a graceful, organized ritual. Every tool has its place. Every movement has purpose. Before a meal even begins, windows are opened and the ventilation fan hums quietly in the background. Steam and fragrance rise and vanish as quickly as they appear. The goal isn't to fill the home with the scent of food. It's to contain it, appreciate it, and let it go. Japanese cooking methods naturally help. Meals are often simple, lightly seasoned, and cooked quickly to preserve freshness rather than drown flavors in oil. Deep frying indoors is rare, and when it's done carefully, with fans, open windows, and immediate cleanup. After the last dish is served, the ritual of cleaning begins almost instantly. Dishes are washed right after eating, counters are wiped dry, and every surface is returned to calm order. The sink is polished, and trash is sealed tightly before being taken out. This rhythm prevents smells from settling in fabrics or corners. Even the smallest spaces, kitchen drawers, bins, and dish racks, are often lined with bamboo charcoal or deodorizing sheets to keep them fresh. These little habits, done daily, build an invisible wall against odors. There's also a cultural layer to it. In Japan, a home scent is seen as a reflection of its caretaker's character. A fresh-smelling kitchen means mindfulness. A lingering odor suggests neglect. So freshness isn't just hygiene, it's pride. It's this quiet, consistent discipline that makes Japanese homes so effortlessly fresh. They don't rely on fragrance sprays or electric diffusers, only air, habit, and harmony. Because in Japan, even the act of cooking is a dance between flavor and purity, a balance between savoring the moment and letting it drift away when the meal is done. Walk into a Japanese home, and you might notice something strange. It doesn't smell like flowers. It doesn't smell like cleaning chemicals. It smells like nothing. And yet, somehow, that nothingness feels deeply calming, like the air itself has been washed clean. That's the beauty of the Japanese philosophy towards scent. They don't try to overpower the air, they purify it. To them, the perfect fragrance is one that whispers, not shouts. For centuries, Japanese homes have relied on natural elements to create this delicate harmony. You might find a small bowl of green tea leaves sitting quietly in a corner, not for drinking, but for absorbing odors from the kitchen. Or a stick of bamboo charcoal, known as taksumi, resting on a shelf. It silently pulls moisture and odor from the air, working day and night without electricity or sound. In traditional homes, the soft, earthy scent of tatami mats adds its own natural aroma, a blend of dried grass, warmth, and subtle nostalgia. It's the smell of purity, familiar, comforting, and clean. Some homes use hinoki wood, a sacred Japanese cypress used in temples and baths. Its fragrance is light and forest-like, a living connection to nature. When warm air passes over it, it releases a gentle scent said to calm the mind and clear the senses. Others burn a thin stick of incense, or ko, during the evening, not to mask odors, but to bless the space with peace. Each scent is chosen with intention: sandalwood for grounding, aloes wood for focus, or floral blends for serenity. The smoke rises slowly, dances for a moment, then disappears, just like the stress of the day. Even during seasonal changes, the Japanese celebrate scent naturally. In spring, they might hang yuzu citrus peels or sachets of herbal leaves to refresh closets. In summer, the faint aroma of tatami mixed with rain becomes part of the home's identity. It's never about artificial freshness. It's about connecting to the earth, letting natural elements do what they've always done. To the Japanese, a home that smells clean isn't one drenched in perfume. It's one where the air feels alive. Because true freshness, they believe, isn't something you spray into existence. It's something you cultivate quietly, every single day. At the end of the day, what keeps Japanese homes so fresh isn't just design, technology, or even nature. It's mindset, a quiet, consistent devotion to order, balance, and respect for space. In Japan, cleanliness isn't treated as a task. It's a rhythm woven into everyday life. From childhood, people learn that caring for one's surroundings is a reflection of caring for oneself. It's not a job reserved for weekends. It's a gentle, ongoing ritual. Every morning begins with small, mindful actions. Windows opened for kanki, futons shaken and aired in the sunlight, surfaces wiped down before breakfast. At night, the same calm energy returns. Trash is emptied, dishes are washed, and the home resets for the next day. Each act may seem insignificant on its own, but together, they form a pattern of quiet discipline that prevents clutter, dampness, and odor from ever taking root. Even public spaces reflect this mindset. Students clean their classrooms at the end of each school day. Office workers tidy their desks before leaving work. It's a culture that believes shared spaces deserve the same respect as personal ones. Inside the home, that philosophy is even stronger. A clean space is seen as a mirror of one's heart. When the home is in order, the mind feels lighter, and the air itself seems to flow more freely. It's not about impressing guests. It's about maintaining inner peace. Unlike in many other countries where cleaning is viewed as a burden, in Japan it's seen as an act of renewal. To wipe a table is to refresh the soul. To air out a futon is to invite the sun into one's life. And to keep a space fresh is to show gratitude for shelter, for life, for another day to begin anew. This is the invisible secret behind the scentless calm of Japanese homes. It's not just what they clean, but how they think about cleanliness itself. A mindset built on respect, discipline, and harmony, passed quietly from generation to generation. Because in the end, the true freshness of a Japanese home doesn't come from products or perfumes. It comes from the people who care for it. So the next time you walk into a Japanese home and notice that pure, fresh air, remember, it's not luck. It's years of culture, thoughtful design, and daily mindfulness. And the best part? You don't need to live in Japan to adopt it. Start small. Open your windows, declutter, and let natural air do its magic. Because freshness isn't something you buy, it's something you create. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Japanese home culture, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more fascinating insights into everyday Japan. Let's make our spaces cleaner, calmer, and fresher, one small habit at a time. Thanks for watching.